Hello learners, while we discuss politics, government, the constitution etc. in the contemporary administrative structure, without explaining governance, it would be incomplete, especially in the social sciences arena. As we all know, governance as a concept and content is relevant and significant in understanding the constitution and polity of the nation, that reflected as the course content in the Union Public Service Commission syllabus as governance in India. Meaning and interpretation of the concept governance in the globalization era expands from the level of rule or administration to how power is exercised. In governance, authority or power is exercised to govern people or to regulate public affairs, where the nation's affairs are managed and maintained efficiently at all levels. The territorial integrity, safety, security and welfare of the people are the priorities of this management. Most of the government schemes and programs are welfarist and are designed in such a way that the people are beneficiaries. After governance gained popularity and is widely recognized, initiatives engage citizens and allow them to participate in the formulation of public policy. India, being a heterogeneous country with diversified culture, religion, ethnic and linguistic groups, there comes a need for a mechanism to involve people in policy making. A fundamental aspect of good governance is citizen-centric, and in this model, primarily, we see the government initiatives to engage the people in the governance process. On learning this module, the students will be able to know an overview of the MyGov initiative. Then we will be seeing the stakeholders of MyGov for civic engagement. We are also going to see key elements and pillars of MyGov platform. Then we will be knowing about what is citizen engagement and how it is having its relationship with MyGov initiative. Then we are also going to see citizen charter, that is the Savota model that is being designed in Indian context. Then we will be seeing digital means for citizen engagement, and the last part of the session will be dealing with challenges for the MyGov initiative. Now let us start with knowing about an overview of the MyGov initiative. The background of how and why the MyGov platform was launched can be the starting for this session. The Indian government recognized that effective governance required a citizen-centric approach. Thus, to engage citizens, the government made an effort to utilize social media platforms and consider the opinions of the people. Several government bodies attempt to create their online platforms to pool people's view. This happened in 2011 with the formulation of Framework for Citizen Engagement in E-Governance, which is being launched by the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology by August 2011. But these initiatives were not that successful because of lack of public awareness. There was not much coherence and the information was more compartmentalized, which made the initiative not that successful. On 26th July 2014, the MyGov platform was launched after understanding the need for an exclusive social media platform to facilitate a digital opportunity for citizens. Conceptualization and implementation of MyGov.in was an common platform for Indian citizens and all stakeholders from across the world to share their views on key governance issues across all stages by directly engaging with the government departments, policy makers and implementers. According to the official web page of MyGov.in, since its launch on 26th July 2014, MyGov has more than 30 million registered users. Further, the web page indicates that the fruits of MyGov platform were utilized by nearly every government department for receiving insights from citizens in policy formulation and also informing them about the government's various schemes and programs. With the username at MyGov India, MyGov has one of the most active social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn and X platform. It is to be noted from the government's web source that MyGov has also launched state instances in 25 states and union territories, namely Himachal Pradesh, Haryana, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Manipur, Tripura, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Nagaland, Uttarakhand, Goa, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Karnataka, Gujarat, Dara and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu, Mizoram, Rajasthan, Ladakh, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Chandigarh and Odisha, which was just 11 in the year 2020. Through creative use of the internet, mobile apps, interactive voice response system, that is IVRS, short message services SMS and outbound dialing OBD technology, MyGov has implemented a variety of engagement approaches including discussions and debates, tasks, polls, surveys, blogs, talks, pledges, quizzes and on-ground activities. MyGov has been designed as the Government of India's platform for citizen engagement. It collaborates with various government agencies and ministries to interact with citizens in order to formulate policies and to get their feedback on matters of public interest and welfare. Through various online actions, MyGov has established itself as a legitimate forum for the government to implore the participation of the public and to provide input for the creation of policies. Now we can see who are all the stakeholders of MyGov for civic engagement. In this part of the model, let us discuss who the stakeholders are. Their roles and responsibility in civic engagement will also be discussed. Now we can see the prime stakeholders of this MyGov initiative as given by Singh and Kaushik in the year 2020. Citizens, MyGov division under the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, central government entities, state governments, local self-government. Let us start with citizens. The prime objective of MyGov initiative is to promote citizen participation. Therefore, all activities are designed with citizens in mind and are planned accordingly. Hence, the first and the foremost stakeholder is the citizen. Globally, MyGov is the biggest platform for citizen engagement. MyGov used to bridge the divide between citizens and government agencies at all levels, facilitating communication and the exchange of information and ideas. MyGov division under the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Followed by the citizen, the second important stakeholder is this division. The technical division working under the ministry provides exclusive digital and electronic support for the civic engagement. It operates as a separate business division within the Ministry of Communication and IT's Digital India Corporation, that is DIC. To improve citizen engagement, the CEO of MyGov supervises the functions of this division and makes sure that all stakeholders work together. The Secretary of MIT heads the committee of MyGov. The support for information and technology is received from the attached office of National Information Center, that is NIC, for continuous services to confirm a collective approach. Then comes the entities of central government. To collaborate with people and the government, all the ministries and departments of India are to be the stakeholders. Hence, all the central government entities are involved and they disseminate the information and launch campaigns on the MyGov platform. Then comes the state government. The state governments are also the stakeholders where the MyGov has provisioned a software as a service, that is SaaS cloud platform for the state governments to empower a citizen engagement platform and to reach all the parts of the country through states and union territories. Then the last and the most important stakeholder is local self-government. To reach the people at the grassroots, it is a must to have a local self-government as the stakeholder. MyGov plans for citizen engagement, supports village panchayats, urban local bodies and other local body representatives to provide services that empower, engage and create a strong platform of interaction between them and the citizens they serve. Now we can see the key elements and pillars of MyGov platform. Under the do, discuss and disseminate framework, MyGov is successfully converging nearly every ministry and department and has organized many citizen engagement programs. To mention a few projects of MyGov within this ambit where citizens' insight are sought for Smart Cities project, inputs for Telecom Regulatory Authority of India guidelines and even for the National Education Policy, etc. To know further about this platform, we can discuss the key elements of this portal which are, first one is the groups. There are more than 80 groups in the portal of various government departments and ministries designed around 3 modes. The most important thing of it is do, discuss and disseminate. The users can select, subscribe to and contribute to multiple groups. The online and on-ground tasks make up the do section. The citizens, depending on their interest, can use it. MyGov do section offers a variety of tasks that encourage citizens to participate in government's policy implementation by showcasing their innovative and creative skills. This section has contests for brand name, logo design, short film, etc., where the contests are organized either by the group of respective department, ministry, or it is communicated through the Creative Corner portal. To encourage the users, they are awarded activity points and in some tasks, winners are also announced. The open forum. The discussion forum is for citizens to express their insights and views of citizens to augment the government's policy initiatives. The discussions are team based, of national importance, and the participation is group centric in the online mode like digital brainstorming sessions, public consultations, open forums, etc. Then comes the Creative Corner. It is a platform where registered users can present their creative and innovative ideas. The possibility of productively engaging in government departments is there through this corner. The activities can be designing a mobile app, a logo, suggesting a punchline for a new launch, etc. Then comes the polls and survey, another way of collecting insight from the citizen regarding the various schemes and programs of the government is polls and surveys. Based on the need, the polls and surveys are conducted. Then we are also having crowdsourcing platform. The crowdsourcing platform MyGov.in of government introduced additional features in March 2016, including surveys and polls, hashtags, interactive discussion forums and social media account integration. As we discussed earlier, the core idea of MyGov is to involve citizens in the process of governance, and to achieve it, it functions on the key pillars do, discuss and disseminate. Though we know the aspects of this framework do, discuss and disseminate, let us see the tasks and the activities taken up by these pillars. For the do platform, the activities done are quiz.mygov.in. It is a microsite for hosting online quizzes. Then comes the innovate.mygov.in, a microsite for fostering innovation and entrepreneurship and providing a platform for incubating startups. Self for Society platform. All stakeholders working in the IT sector to contribute to building a new India is the idea behind this. To make this contribution easy, impactful and visible, MyGov and industry volunteers created the Self for Society.mygov.in platform, which was launched on October 24, 2018. Then comes the survey.mygov.in. It is also a microsite for conducting surveys to receive public opinion on important issues. Then we are also having swachbharat.mygov.in, the microsite for Swachh Bharat participants to upload the pledges, challenges, photographs and the videos they have taken. Then we have the pledge.mygov.in, a platform of pledges. On special days like National Unity Day, Citizen Day, Swachh Bharat Pledge, etc., this platform has been used. MyGov Internship, an opportunity for students to get practical experience concerning work under a qualified and experienced mentor for experiential learning and knowledge gaining. It is an interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary mix. It is to encourage a cross-discipline approach. Then comes the Discuss platform. In the Discuss platform, we will be having surveys, a methodology for measuring public opinion. Various ministries and departments conduct surveys in this microsite that was developed by MyGov. Closed group discussions. An expert committee is established by Niti Aayog to debate the specific outlines as part of MyGov's closed group discussion program. Then comes the industry collaborations. Previously, MyGov has worked on a number of projects in conjunction with industry organizations and academic institutions, including Delhi University, the National Institute of Design, the Indian Institute of Management Ahmedabad and Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration. Through MyGov, this has provided a forum for the industry association to engage with citizens on a range of national issues. Then we also have monthly event with ministries and policy makers. MyGov hosts monthly in-person events to support online activities and helps ministries that currently have MyGov activities. These initiatives helped people feel that the government was approachable and had a positive impact. Then the third pillar is Disseminate platform. In Disseminate platform, we will be having the transformingindia.mygov.in, a dedicated microsite to share progress in the policies, programs and flagship schemes of the government through a live performance dashboard. There is also a content creation and dissemination platform where the help will be done for implementing industries and departments through content creation. In the same dissemination thing, we also have blogs, newsletters and social media presence. This organizes promotional drives, motivates both the citizens and the government departments to engage themselves in interaction by using social media platforms like Facebook, X platform, YouTube, Instagram and LinkedIn. Then we have the centralized banner publishing system, that is CBPS platform. We are also having Man Ki Baat, the Prime Minister's monthly radio address here in MyGov. Then we have VRS, IVRS and SMS integration, which is a new avenues to share the suggestions. What is citizen engagement? Its relationship with MyGov initiative will be our discussion next part of the session. Civic engagement is people participating together for deliberation and collective action in governance process. Among the various mechanisms to strengthen accountability, governance, public sector capacity and delivery, citizen engagement is a significant one. It incorporates proactive involvement, oversight and input from citizens. O'Malley, in his conference presentation on accountable governance, social media and citizen engagement session, World Bank Perspective and Global Lessons, stated that according to the World Bank, engagement is two-way process that involves listening, interacting with and taking action in response to engagement. Merely disseminating information does not amount to engagement. Malhotra and his team explained the same citizen engagement as a collective action that is more than mere voting during elections and extends to the formulation of public policy, monitoring of public institutions and other mechanisms. They further quote Warren and Wechsler and stated that as early as 1990s, with the advent of the internet, several philosophers of public administration theorized that the future lies in networked government services with decision making resident at community levels wired to an intersectoral, local, regional, national and international communication infrastructure. In line with their discussion, we can visualize how the advent of information communication technologies has transformed the citizens' interaction with the state. Although we face issues like digital divide, citizen engagement still empowers people to participate in governance. ICTs, to ensure citizen engagement, make information available for the public in the platforms like MyGov, where they can interact with the stakeholders and as a result, finally they can decide through consensus. Digital citizen engagement. It is a platform serves as facilitators for citizen engagement utilizing new media and digital information and communication technologies to create or enhance communication channels where people participate, represent and express themselves. Now, we can see what is Citizen Charter and the model that is being developed for India as Savotum model. The Government of India, to improve the quality of governance, has taken several initiatives, and to state a few, we have the 73rd and the 74th constitutional amendments of 1992 that ensures that increased participation of people both in rural and urban local self-government, and further we have the Right to Information Act of 2005, which enable the common man to have the right to access of information. To enhance public service delivery, the Government of India initiates the Savotum model by promoting citizen-centric governance. This model was developed by the Department of Administrative Reforms and Public Grievances. The Quality Council of India developed the Savotum model as IS 15700:2005 on behalf of the Department of Administrative Reforms, and in 2006 the model was officially adopted. This model works with three primary components. The model necessitates the effective execution of the Charter, which creates a channel for citizens' input into how organizations decide what services they need to deliver. Citizens' charters affirm the information on citizens' rights available to the public, educating them and giving them the capacity to demand improved services. This component basically works for citizens' empowerment. The second component of this model is citizens' satisfaction. This operates on how the organization responds to the complaints and grievances as a good grievance redress system of public grievance redress rather than what is the outcome. Satisfaction in the process of redress is the primary aim of this component. The third one is managing the key ingredients for good service delivery and evolving its own ability to improve the delivery without interruption is the third component, with excellence in service delivery as the aim. This component works for capacity enhancement. Effective implementation is a requirement of this model, which will create a space for the citizens to give their inputs to decide what services they need to provide. Citizens charter make information about their rights available to the public, their entitlements, by educating them and give them the capacity to demand improved services. Digital means for citizen engagement. Significant societal changes have resulted from the advent of ICTs both at the macro and micro levels. The latest updates and upgradation in ICT affect every aspect of our life. ICT transforms the relationship between citizens and authority, giving them a greater say than they had before. ICT empowers citizens to express their thoughts and opinions and take part in governance as stakeholders. For designing public policies, specifically for the delivery of public services, the role of online media becomes important. On the other hand, via crowd-funded websites, information and materials are made available to the public that facilitate co-planning, co-design, co-delivery and co-evaluation, and can improve co-production by receiving the contributions of the stakeholders. Digital citizen engagement platforms, often known as DCEs, are useful for establishing or enhancing channels of communication to improve interactions between the public and governments or corporate sectors. This is made possible by digital information and communication technology and new media. Malhotra and his team members identified the factors influencing digital citizen engagement. They classified certain factors as facilitating and others as impeding. We can discuss them as follows. The facilitating factors are, as given by the authors based on literature review, broadly provided the factors as political, social and technical. We can see it one by one. Political participation through social media with a political orientation, specifically by the younger generation, facilitates their association. Socially, levels of e-participation, that is their digital literacy, can influence the citizens' affordability, literacy, awareness, knowledge and skills and make them informed persons. Technical factors are to do with the vigilant and rigorous cybersecurity measures in e-participation to have an uninterrupted interaction between the government and citizens. The impeding factors are, the authors cited Hernandez and Sanchez that the growing tendency of governments' denial of information has been the major restraining aspect. Providing half information is also an impeding factor. At the citizen level, their lack of training and interest can also be a hindrance. The digital divide is one of the important hindering social factors. The cost involved in creating the infrastructure and maintaining e-governance facilities is also an impeding factor due to the citizens' limited digital knowledge. Information flow concerning speed with their newer updates now and then, where the earlier knowledge becomes obsolete. Technically, the process of updation can be costly affair for a layman. The DCE activities are also hindered by electricity outages and privacy concerns over personal information. Now we can see what are the challenges for the MyGov initiative. So far, we are discussing the initiative of the government to improve the participation of citizens in the governance process through MyGov project, which relies mainly on digital features. As every coin has two sides, even this initiative also has challenges, and in this part of the session we can discuss them. Dear learners, we are drawing on the insights of two publications of this topic as well, one by Singh and Kaushik and another by C. Malhotra, A. Sharma, Agarwal and I. Malhotra. Now we can see what Singh and Kaushik opined about the challenges of this initiative. People who are not digitally connected are not included in the sharing of their ideas, as the initiative encourages online engagement. Language is another challenge, as the information are available only in Hindi and English. Still, leveraging the platform with all the government departments is in process, and some departments are following traditional transactions. Engaging citizens on a single platform is yet to be achieved. The need to expand to all the states and specifically reach the districts increases the effectiveness of the initiative. Now we can see what Malhotra and his team are talking about the challenges. Malhotra et al. Reviewed the challenges at the macro level in three broader themes, and they are political perspective. In political perspective, they talk about inconsistent response from authorities, inadequate feedback mechanism that is there in this initiative, lack of moderating authority during discussions, insufficient communication among authorities. At the technical level, they talk about outdated content. They also stated that reliance on outside parties for cyber security as a drawback. A heavy website as a result of too much of content is also a drawback, which is technical in nature. Now we can see what are the social perspectives, which are the challenges for this initiative. The platform's limited reach among Indian citizens. The cost of using the internet is also high, so it limits the people to engage less. Its limited impact on policy issues. MyGov initiative is a space created by the government to rouse citizens to get involved in governance by expressing themselves on the platform and connecting directly with government. Taglines, slogans, logos and other competitions in the portal encourage the citizens to engage in the government's initiatives. This initiative is an evolving one where the government is trying to figure out the shortcomings and fix them. Overcoming the issues between the departments, the involvement difference among the stakeholders and addressing the technical challenges are some of the needs of the hour. In addition to effectively identifying the breadth and potential of citizen engagement practices across online and offline platforms, MyGov has also taken into account the unique needs of various government departments while continuously raising the standard for citizen engagement initiatives nationwide. To sum up, in this model, we discussed aspects related to the government initiative to involve people in governance activities. The government has created a number of programs including the MyGov platform to encourage more people to participate in governance. It is a citizen engagement program designed to empower Indian citizens and build relationship with the government. The first part of this model began with the summary of the MyGov initiative, including its debut date and current effectiveness. Following it, we saw in detail the stakeholders, the citizens, MyGov division, central government entities, state governments and local self-governments of the MyGov. The key elements and pillars of the MyGov platform: do, discuss and disseminate are also deliberated. Citizen engagement and its relationship with MyGov initiative are discussed, followed by the Savota model, which also acts as a citizen charter. Since this program is primarily online and digital interaction methods are also covered. Lastly, the challenges encountered by this platform are also addressed. I hope this session was enjoyable and informative for you. You might have benefited from it and gained more understanding of governance. Thank you. Bye-bye.